Welcome to the Central Basketball Association's weekly update, where talent is discovered. I'm your host, Jeff Mahoney. Fort Wayne big Antonio Wilson has improved his statistics in every category in his 2 years with the Flight. The 6'8" 22-year-old also added overseas experience this past offseason. Wilson and the Flight hope the extra work pays off in round 1 of the 2015 CBA playoffs, as the number 4 seeded Fort Wayne hosts number 5 seed Mississippi at the home of the Flight, the McMillan Center in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And Fort Wayne gets a pleasant surprise before the game when they realize that the 2015 League MVP Mardrakus Wade, along with Samson Carter and Kieran Jackson, did not make the trip with the Eagles. But Mississippi comes out firing behind guard Russell Malone. The 33-year-old drains back-to-back three-pointers to start this game. He shot 3 of 9 from beyond the arc as the Eagles go up 6-0. The Flight respond with a 9-0 run. Tough play on the block as Wadner Joseph gets the putback and one. Next possession, James Humphrey, big pump fake, gets the separation and knocks down the 18-footer. Then Antonio Cannon takes off for Flight in the lane, hanging in the air off the glass for the bucket and one. Fort Wayne up 25-19 after one. On to the second quarter, Jeremy Williams finds a wide open Rico Stinson for 3, and we're tied at 32. A minute later, Frederick Mason, who had a team-high 22 points, gives Mississippi back the lead 36-34 after the putback. Williams, who finished with a double-double, 19 points and 17 rebounds, here with the putback slam, helps the Eagles to a 47-46 halftime lead. The Flight take back the lead 3 minutes into the third. Antonio Wilson, one of his 3 assists, finds Humphrey with a monster jam. To finish the quarter, Cannon hits Lance Williams in the corner for the triple. Big third quarter gives Fort Wayne a 78-71 lead heading into the fourth. Mississippi working on a comeback. Williams with the steal looking to go coast to coast, but Cannon hustles back with a huge block. Then Cannon comes up with the steal and bowling his way through defenders, hits the left-handed scoop shot as the Flight extend their lead to 9, 86-77. The next 3 minutes are all the Eagles. Off a turnover, Mason with the spin hits the bunny. Then Stinson, trying to create some separation, rises up and hits the long two-pointer. Then Malone catches Fort Wayne during nap time. This is part of an 11-0 run by Mississippi. And after the Eagles force a turnover, Malone finds Dexter Cheers for the easy deuce, and we're tied at 86. Seconds later, Williams with the steal finishes in transition, and Mississippi goes up 88-86. But the Flight close out hard behind Cannon, who sniffs the rim for 2. Cannon smelling defenders around him up to Ronald Lucas. Fort Wayne holds on to win this one, 95-92.
Got to take care of the basketball. We had guys, run away from the basketball. You guys, if you want big-time players, want the ball, and we got to have our guys go get the ball and step and make free throws. And we got to take care of the basketball. And it's the playoffs. The emotions are running high right now, but we got to make sure we take care of the ball and finish the game, make free throws.
The Flight have been the top rebounding team in the CBA all season long, thanks in part to the play of Antonio Wilson, who finished with a double-double, 10 points and 18 rebounds. Fort Wayne limited Mississippi to just 38% shooting from the field as the Flight advanced to the semifinals. Memphis and Mario Kane beat Middle Tennessee a week ago, 116-107. And the Storm have a 0-4 record on the road this season. But Middle Tennessee has revenge on its mind. Torrey Pelham blows past Martikas Morgan for the baseline slam. Then with seconds remaining in the quarter, Miles Thrash hits the circus 3 from the top of the key as the Storm lead 30-16 after 1. More of the same to start the second quarter. Hunter Harris with the steal up to Thrash in Lob City as Pelham throws it down. Middle Tennessee has its largest lead of the game, up 38-20. Memphis then goes on an 8-2 run. Kane with the floater in the lane. Then Reginald Christian with the fancy footwork on the block. Capping the run is Tyrell Hersey out to Kane on the wing for 3, pulls the Soul Kings within 12. The Storm keep their foot on the gas as Thrash up to Daryl Miller looks right through the defender. But right before the half, Christian with the steal finishes on the other end. Middle Tennessee takes a 52-44 lead into the break. In the third quarter, Miller with the steal up to Pelham, who finished with a team-high 23 points, 10 rebounds, keeps the lead alive for the Storm. But the final 3 minutes of the third goes to the Soul Kings as they outscore Middle Tennessee 21-12. Hersey drains the triple. Kane, who had a game-high 28 points, follows that. Memphis hits 12 of 42 three-pointers. 2 of those came from Edward Graves in the third quarter as Memphis goes up 74-72 heading into the fourth. From there, the Storm tie this game back up at 74 with this putback slam by Pelham. 3 minutes later, Pelham finds Kyle Teichman top of the key for 3, giving Middle Tennessee back the lead 79-78. The Storm then go on a 13-4 run capped by this Hunter Harris two-hand slam. Middle Tennessee wins it 104-97.
We relaxed a little bit and they made a run. They're a very good team and they're resilient, and we know they're going to make runs. So, it was our time to we should execute a little bit better and kind of slow the game down and take control, but we knew they were going to make a run.
I've had Miles for 3 years, and he's just a great player, great shooter. But he's just the leader of this team. He missed, I think, 3 games this year, and there was just no leadership on the floor. And the guys follow him, and that's one of the signs of a great leader. His play, but when he talks, they listen, and he just leads these guys. And when we don't have him, we can really tell on the floor that leadership is not there. But all my guys have the utmost respect for me. They're all really good players, but Miles is, he's special. So.
We got a lot of key guys missing. We have like 4 guys that made a difference for us, so that means now our subs had to come in, but they could have done the job. As you know, we came up by 4 points and we just lost momentum. We had a few turnovers that kind of helped that turn the swing around.
So Memphis, playing without its top 2 scorers in Bobby Jones and Lewis McCaster, cannot withstand the Storm getting outscored 32-23 in the fourth quarter. Middle Tennessee point guard Miles Thrash finishes with a double-double, 18 points and 12 assists as the Storm advance to the semifinals. Number 1 seed Chattanooga has a number of scoring options, with 6 players averaging double-digit scoring. But lately, Quincy Skates has been the go-to guy for the Rail Runners. The 6'5" 26-year-old is averaging 27 points per game over the past 4 games. Number 8 seed Peoria taking on Chattanooga for the second time in 2 weeks. And just like before, the Rail Runners come out running with E.J. Ward to Dante Hampton cutting to the cup for 2. Next possession, Ward stops and pops from 15. Chattanooga up 6-0 to start this game. Peoria working on a comeback. Jason Angel's shot is short, but the putback falls. Next possession, Brandon Lee with the skip pass to Dominique Toombs pulls the Panthers within 1, 8-7. But then the Rail Runners take off. Alex Wells with the steal and the show off for the crowd. A minute later, Wells misses the three, but Fred Sturdivant's there with the flush. Chattanooga up 40-28 after one. Peoria gets the scoring started in the second off the inbounds pass, Toombs the Angel for the quick two. Moments later, the Panthers' Ryan Stottle, who finished with a team-high 25 points, 18 rebounds, gets the putback. And after Dwayne Flournoy hits the triple, Peoria pulls within 8, 52-44. But by the time Ward gets the steal and finds Quincy Skates in transition for the slam, the lead extends to 13 going into halftime. Much of the same in the second half, Sturdivant throwing it down off a Wells miss. Then Freeman Pinkney to Wells for some rim rocket. Ward finished the game with a double-double, as did Skates. Chattanooga wins it 129-99 and will face Fort Wayne in the semifinals.
Well, we struggled a little bit on defense. We didn't get some good looks early, and they got a good run, good lead, and that really kind of hurt us. They hit some big shots, and there's not enough intensity there, Ray, on D, and I think that really kind of hurt us early.
I never focus on the opposition. Always, whatever we do, we do. We don't make really a big adjustments. We stay steady. We can't do anything different. Whatever got us here, that's what we stick with, and we don't move, because you move, you change your whole character, and we can't change our character. And again, with the coach that they have, he's going to look at the X's and O's. He's going to come out with a great game plan. And if we go trying to switch and do all kind of different things that we're not used to doing, we'll get in a jam. So again, I don't really never look at another component, what we can do. If you play defense, hustle, you do those things, you'll always be in a part that you can win. It always come down to where you can win. But the things that you can handle playing defense. You can handle your hustle. You can handle your attitude. That's what you can handle. The rest of that, the ball will bounce to and fro. You stay steady.
Chattanooga got double-double performances out of E.J. Ward, 21 points and 12 assists, and Quincy Skates, 27 points and 12 rebounds, in the win over Peoria. In 2 games this year, the Railrunners have outscored the Panthers 251-190. Number 7 seed Springfield back in Fort Wayne for the second straight week, taking on number 2 seed Bowling Green. Neither team has ever won a game in Fort Wayne. The Hornets take control early with this Marquise Rudolph finger roll. Next possession, Kalen Kimberlin finds Rudolph wide open for 3. Bowling Green up 27-22 after the first. The Hornets extend their lead in the second quarter off the inbounds pass. Rudolph up to Mr. Chris Watson. Sky high with the jam. Springfield fights back with one of the most improved players in the league, Sean Manning, who gets a tough 2. He and Joshua Minner, who picks up the loose ball and hits the fall-away right-handed hook shot, have been outstanding all season long for Springfield. And after Manning drains this triple, Sentinels go up 43-42. But the Hornets respond with Kimberlin, who had a team-high 22 points, as Bowling Green leads at the break 46-45. 3 minutes into the third quarter, Manning, who had a career-high 14 assists, finds DeArtis Halliburton for 3, as the Sentinels take back the lead 52-50. Next possession, Kevin Watson out to Miles Harville as the lead begins to grow. Manning blows right past Rudolph as Springfield enjoys its largest lead of the game, 73-64. But the Hornets take the lead back in the fourth after Rudolph drains this tray. Bowling Green up 75-74. Teammate Deontra Scott finished with a double-double, 21 points, 10 rebounds, as the Hornets outscore the Sentinels 35-20 in the fourth quarter and cruise to the 105-94 victory.
We really harped on spacing. You've got an NBA three-point line, but yet we're still inside like it's a high school line. I told them at one time, I said, guys, we got 4 guys from the wing to the wing. They said, there's no way you're going to get in the lane with no spacing. So we finally pushed the guys down deep in the corners. The lanes opened up. We started doing what we do best, and that's run and transition. Went to our press late, just kind of try to put it away late.
For the longest, if I wasn't scoring good, my game wasn't good. So the best advice I got was, when you're at that moment when you're not scoring, what can I do to help my team right now? And ever since I started using that, just keeping the guy up, just talking. So I just know I had a lot to work on with that. So
I'm proud of my guys. They've came out of learning how to play professional basketball. And see, that's the whole thing here, is learning how to play on this level, you know, and what can you get out of this, you know? And so that's what's most vital for me.
Springfield's Sean Manny dished out 14 assists, which is second best all-time in the CBA behind E.J. Ward's 15 assists. He also had 4 steals to go with his 23 points. Bowling Green played with only 6 players for the second straight week. The Hornets hope to add a few more faces for the semifinals the weekend after Memorial Day. So now the table is set for May the 30th, as the number 1 seed Chattanooga and its star point guard E.J. Ward will match up with number 4 seed Fort Wayne, and they'll bring with them the 2014 MVP Antonio Cannon, who this year moved to point guard. Tip-off is scheduled for 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That game will be followed by number 2 seed Bowling Green, which brings with them the league's leading scorer Terrace Clemens, taking on number 6 seed Middle Tennessee, who might have the most dangerous player in the CBA in point guard Miles Thrash. Tip-off scheduled for 8 p.m. Memphis guard Mario Kane led all scorers in round 1 of the playoffs with 28 points while hitting 7 of 15 shots from beyond the arc. Chattanooga's Quincy Skates shot 10 of 16 from the field while hitting all 7 of his free throws for 27 points. And Springfield's Joshua Minner rounds out the top 3, scoring 26 points in the loss to Bowling Green. Peoria's Ryan Stottle and Fort Wayne's Antonio Wilson both had 18 rebounds this past weekend to lead all players. Only Bowling Green's Torres Hampton has had a better rebounding day, as he holds the league record with 19 rebounds that he set just 2 weeks ago. Rounding out the top 3 this past weekend was Mississippi's Jeremy Williams, who had 17 rebounds. Springfield's Sean Manny led all players with 14 assists. Chattanooga's E.J. Ward and Middle Tennessee's Miles Thrash tied for second, with 12 assists each in the opening round of the playoffs. Mississippi's Mardrakus Wade was named the 2015 League MVP this past weekend. The former University of Arkansas guard was second in the CBA in total points scored. He had 178, and was second in the league in total steals with 23. Wade's play in the beginning portion of the season helped the Eagles have a 4-game winning streak and ultimately finish with the 5th seed entering the postseason. Wade joins former MVPs, 2014 winner Antonio Cannon from Fort Wayne, and 2013 winner DeMarco Polk from Middle Tennessee. Coach of the Year honors went to Chattanooga's head coach, Paul Gaffney. The former Harlem Globetrotter helped the Rail Runners win their 2nd straight regular season title and earn the top seed in the playoffs. Gaffney finished with a 7-1 regular season record and put together a team that finished second in points scored with 104 and second in points allowed in 91. Gaffney joins former Coach of the Year winners Rodney English in 2014 with Chattanooga and Floyd Irons, a 2013 winner with St. Louis. Some big-time matchups coming up the weekend after Memorial Day as the CBA finishes the 2015 postseason tournament May 30th and 31st at the McMillan Center in Fort Wayne, Indiana. As always, you can keep up with the playoffs at our website at playcba.com. And make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get all the latest full game videos from the CBA. I'm Jeff Mahoney. We're taking a week off next week, so until playoff weekend, keep shooting.